Okay, that started sounding more like an orgy.
That was the perfect
Yeah.
point to start this stream.
The stream started about 10 minutes after my brother went to bed.
Hmm.
Missed out on a bunch of content.
I'm just debating if there's anything better I could do with it instead. I might actually be able to do something slightly better.
Oh no.
The difficulty is the top, but maybe...
Can we commission someone
too
to make in the
big.
model an armor that is just David Bowie from Labyrinth?
You probably could. I know someone that does infantry modeling.
The day the Orbiter Crusade faces off against the Goblin King.
Couldn't we just like ask Gorechild?
Well, I mean, he does kind of like David Bowie.
Not my point, but okay. I've never actually seen him, so I just have to take your word for it.
God, actually, what do you think would win a
at
knife
one
fight?
point, I actually thought about paying for a female salamander head.
I'm still trying to figure out who'd win a knife fight, David Bowie or Phil Collins. I mean, Phil Collins looks like he would win, but David Bowie has Bowie in his name, and that must count for something.
Did they hide all the refortification mod shit?
They shouldn't have.
They might have.
I didn't do anything to it.
Thankfully, I have a copy of it in my profile config, so they can't hide shit from me. My one concern with it is the size. Like, I know exactly what I'm going to use for certain pieces. It's just the size of the bottom gun and then the overarching size of everything with it. Difficult. Very, very difficult. Because I think the cathedral is it's too big.
Oh, you're making a cathedral, not the Dreadnought.
I'm making a Leviathan.
Yeah, there's two Leviathans. There's a Leviathan pattern, Siege Dreadnought, and there's a Leviathan cathedral.
I don't know. I don't know what this is here.
The question I have is, can I barrel roll?
It's technically a regimental HQ by the looks of it. I've had a stat card for it, actually. Here you go.
Don't overwhelm the poor lad. Bad lad. Oh, God.
I'm just debating. We could make it out of box pieces, and then I could just have a centaur at the base control its drive mechanic. The one issue I'm immediately seeing, though, is how am I going to do the tarantula guns on the side?
How it
Probably
going
with
building?
balconies here, but we'll see.
Well, from the size
Chris,
of the
thanks for
base,
that
couldn't you do
4-month
this with
resub.
the... What?
We're doing okay. Oh, can you hear me right now? Yeah, go ahead. We're doing okay, Frisk. Thanks for the 4-month resub. Hope you enjoy the operations. Hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario.
I think you
Send
broke
in
him.
Goat Team 6.
No, he's talking on the street.
I'm talking on stream, that's why.
No, I meant Candor.
Ah.
I finished my statement. It was a interrogative. Not
What?
make the base a Baneblade. End of statement.
No, we're not making the base a Baneblade, because...
You're making it 8 Baneblades.
No. It wouldn't be viable to make the base a Baneblade, because this is something that you can actually are going to be able to like get in and walk around in, if you want. Because that's the only way I'm going to be able to have the Hydra working properly up top.
How would it move?
I mean,
then?
Attach commands, baby.
I mean, I don't know. I'm
No,
just
if
curious
you
to see what
stand in
happens if you take a cathedral and attach it to a centaur.
Magic,
wouldn't
that's
you
what
just
happens.
get armored by the
Maybe
vehicle
VT, thanks
moving
for the 11-month
beneath you
resub.
or
Hope you keep
building?
enjoying the operations as well, and hope you get a nice kick out of this
Yes,
scenario.
because we don't have walkable moving up. Although it would
Walkable
have...
moving objects is built into Eden enhanced movement. I hope you know that.
No, the old one, not the new one is not the old one.
Gotcha.
Which I still need to test because honestly, we really should be using the old one anymore. It's inefficient as fuck.
Yes. I want to stand on top of a Valkyrie with my sword.
With your sword, you say?
I mean, you can do that.
Now, I mean, see, the only question I have is, can it punch Biddle with a cathedral?
I'm assuming
You know,
that's
honestly-
the heretical one.
But
Or the
Ray,
TIW team just need to hurry up and fuck the
if
warlord.
you
Just go straight to
join
the Imperator.
this Friday as my guest, then you can get a chance to hit Biddle.
No, he'll hit back.
Not if
Biddle
you
will
hit
hit
first.
back.
Well, actually, to tell you the truth, I already think he's gonna hit me anyway.
None of these allow for 2 stories. We're gonna have to use like this as a thicket. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to get the length correct, but I can at least get the size without making this thing like super duper big. But then again, if we're scaling it to tarantula turrets, how many tarantula turrets can I fit on the side? I might have to do. Yeah, because it looks like it's a quad, so I might have to do 2 stacked together, which means. The issue is, I'm going to be honest, like, the shape of this is near perfect for it. It's just there's no outside access from up here to get to the second story, so I'd have to build something in here for it.
You've already broke me, Liru, because I'm looking at that building and think, if you turn on the side, it would look like an engine section for a ship.
I know exactly what I'm going to do. We're going to use that as a basis. I'm just going to build an interior. Yeah, that's going to be interesting. 1 second.
I do
Where's
like
my
that
little
building.
orc man? It's not my orc man. Let me just make sure the fronts of these work properly, and I don't want that turret to spawn kill me, so let's see what happens. Yeah, I
that's
just
a
screwed.
port.
I just screwed it because the port just went into my frickin'. God freaking damn it! Just randomly selected my port and screwed that. So now I have to reboot. Thank you, Arma. Really
Why
cool.
is your TeamSpeak so tiny?
Hmm.
The TeamSpeak is tiny as fuck.
It's supposed to be in the middle of the window. So.
Wow, all I see of me is my
Lantern, they're
dots even
from
covered up.
Yeelan's
You don't even
40k
see
assets.
that.
The same mod that I'm pulling all this other stuff from, I believe.
All right, mine's covered up. You.
All of us are covered up apart from Ollie and Liru.
Bliat.
Who?
I'm gonna have to do a lot of testing. Lot of testing. But I think I could make something similar to it, but you're not gonna get an exact model unless you actually texture an exact model. That or I make something absolutely massive, which
Send in
Eh.
Goat Team 6 now.
like I wouldn't be able to get the top
Hope
right
you
if I
are
did it
doing
that way.
well.
What the streamer doing? Streamer's doing stupid shit. That's what I always do. Until it works. But Renawag. Why just call you Renee? Renawag. I can never pronounce your name properly. Thanks for the 3-month resub. Hope you keep enjoying the operations. Hope you had a nice kick out of this scenario. Forge, I'm not breaking shit. Shut up. Just made my game freak out.
His name is
And now I'm
Rimugate.
on permanent push to talk because it just glitched out my push to talk key. I love this game. But oh my god, is push to talk like just so toxic for this damn thing.
Hey, at least you're not standing in the middle of the op talking to everyone locally about all this evil stuff you're doing to the player base.
I've done that before though, multiple
did that
times.
Saturday?
Yeah,
Or
shut up.
I mean, my favorite part is watching people crash into each other and going and listening to you just go, they just glided.
It was a mid-air collision.
Meanwhile, me flying the frigate, going, "Are that my guns shooting? Are they shooting? They are shooting. Oh, I can't hear them."
I'm still surprised
with
the
my
clip of me
excellent
just getting bullied by the
Twitch
bully
name.
was in there.
Rafna, I thought your Twitch name was just Bully.
It should be.
No, I have a very, very strange Twitch name,
I'm scared.
which someone actually asked me about in one of your streams.
I'm listening.
I told them that that is the name of my AI in the LARP Bloodspand in Sweden.
Ah. Alright, so now I have to do a few tests.
You know, I've been considering using the Punisher variant of that turret as an AE turret.
I mean, you could.
I mean, Ray, I have the Punisher in freaking everywhere. I think
There's
someone
a
hates me for
Hydra
it.
turret actually, Liru.
Where?
It's in turrets right down in the middle.
Yeah, but
yeah.
here's the thing. I'm going to have to make these vehicles. And actually, I might make this one a vehicle instead because I'm going to make a balcony underneath so you can access them. I'll show you what I mean. But I also know some of the GD Hydra stuff is blacklisted, so...
It's only the flat variants that are blacklisted.
I know. Hydrant imposter check so I can sit up straight and not be a grandma.
Which the flak is actually enjoyable and fun.
Yeah, it kind of tickles.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Now, I kind of joined the Twitch because we have a kind of a radio show on that LARP. And they started to do radio shows on Twitch between LARPs.
Nice.
So we are sitting in chat doing RP.
Nice. Now the question becomes... This is just as a general test of length, but if I were to get like a balcony texture, or a raised platform texture of some sort, to at least get up
Yeah,
there.
the catwalks.
Yeah. It might be doable.
Let's get him a warm.
And there are openings on the catwalks for this. It's just when you dismount, it's not gonna let you back down there. So I'm gonna have to find a way to either handle that or... Yeah, we'll figure something out.
Don't break anything, Liru.
Yeah,
But I'll be back in like 10 minutes.
I did get the option. Oh, right, I didn't re-enable their physics, my bad. I think, yeah, you could, theoretically, from below get in, but if I were to then get out... Okay, actually, that's a good sign. That's a good sign, because that means it puts you back into where I put the balcony down below, so now I'd have to test that for the other one, but the whole point would be trying to get the proper reference points, and then...
before Biddle has flashbacks.
What does Biddle have flashbacks on?
Oh, I'm going to enjoy torturing they are brothers in Legion.
Yep, and then it gets you... Okay. No, we might be in business then with these, because the Hydra is all we have to do is... For these, I can either use the... have these sunk into the ground, Yeah, so we hide that little pylon part, so we can actually get the actual, like, looking top gun of that, and that could be viable with attachment commands. And then I guess anything extra I want to put in, but the real difficulty is going to be making the internal area, but then syncing that all with attach commands. That would actually be pretty simple, all things considered, with what I'm capable of. So let's build it. All right, this is going to be possible, and that's what's scary. It's all possible. All right. So how's everyone's day?
Pretty good. I'm here just to torture people with buttons.
That's fair. Here, so it has a big freaking front turret to it as well. So what is going to
Basilisk?
be... You know,
Put a
you're right. I
basilisk.
think a basilisk would be the best bet. But which type of basilisk?
Well, the one is a direct fire, and I think the others are indirect fires.
So which one's the direct fire? Because that's going to be the one we want to do. Again, we don't have a cannon that size. Like, the only one I can think of is the,
Might be the pack that's direct fire. You have to test it.
like, the biggest thing I can think of is that front cannon or the, it's,
I mean, there is a cannon you can use, but it's a vanilla cannon.
what do you mean?
Oh wait, never mind. You're looking for a direct fire. I forget. This one I'm looking for is not.
Yeah. I'm also thinking of the front Vanquisher cannon on the Space Marine APC.
There's a Earthshaker that is direct fire that's not on the Basilisk.
I mean, it actually wouldn't really matter. I might actually want it to be on the Basilisk instead, because something like this would have way too much room in there. What would be interesting, though, is... Yeah, I'd rather do a vehicle version. So, yeah, probably not the RD...
Look for the pack variant.
It's the pack variant. I thought so.
AT, I believe, is direct fire. Pack Basilisk.
So that would have to be shaped in front, which is fine. But if we disable the physics, I mean, that means we could probably get something... that would look a little chunky.
I mean, you could. Oh no, you can't change the turret's direction
I mean,
defaultly, can you?
This also means that I could have this be the drive module as well. But yeah, that would mean that, well, no, we'll have to test it, but that could all theoretically work.
Could you turn the module side raising and rotate the turret 90 degrees?
That glory hole is not OSHA approved.
Well,
The drive module.
if we rotate, I mean, the drive module is going to need to be forward.
Well, the turret has a 180-degree rotation.
Yes, I know, but
Yeah.
This is the front of it, though. Like, it has the frontal cannon. That's what I'm saying.
I was thinking if you put it in sideways, you can have the gun with the shield sticking out almost, and not have the vehicle sticking out the front of it.
True. So, I mean, this is what you could do, because then you could also get the bolter going. I mean, it's
Or
it's
you
a
could
little
hide
thin, but...
the vehicle, I guess.
I mean, are there any other cannons, like, other than using, like, a battle cannon on a Lehman? I can't really think of anything else that would really work for it.
Unless there's a vanilla one, but then you're
No,
going
there's
into...
not. Vanilla do not make cannons that big, I'm sorry to say.
No, the only cannon that works is pretty much a indirect cannon.
Yeah.
That's the hammer turret.
Now, don't get me... Wait, what?
It's that vanilla turret that usually goes on a ship.
Well, I mean, the barrel size is the same. I'm talking about, like, a frickin'... What is it called? Like, because I'm referring to the image. I think it was a Conqueror. Yeah, so this, but, like, much bigger. You know,
He's
like...
after like 100-something-millimeter mortar.
Yeah. So at that point, the Vanquisher is bigger, but I'm thinking of just putting a regular battle cannon up there instead.
It's actually called the Doomsday Cannon.
Yeah, but we don't have a doomsday cannon. That's the issue.
Yeah.
So we'd want that. I mean, you want it to be low into the ground because you want the reference points to be basically sink into the ground as much as you can. The Hydra was facing forward. So let's go for that. That's pretty much going to be like AA cover at that point because the side on the ground is different. Or we could do something even worse like this. Yes, Boo. I think we're just going to keep it as is right there. I'm just a little worried if we put it too high, then... The water's running to defrost your dinner so I can cook it.
I
Well,
thought
yeah,
you were
it's
going
our
to put an
dinner.
extra citadel on top of it though, because of how the model is.
I don't have anything that would like that's the thing about it. Like this is too
Yeah.
big, so I can't have that front balcony. Because I'm
What
just
about
look at the
the-
size difference with that at that point.
What about the HADMAT buildings or the high city buildings? Are they too big as
I
well?
don't it doesn't give us the size that we want. Yes, Boo. I know, I
Yeah.
was do you want it back? Take it. Aye. But there's, I mean, not really anything I can do. Like, the only thing I'm thinking of is maybe I could add a front balcony. But here's the thing about the front balcony. You're not going to be able to use it because do you have overpressure on the server?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, so having a front balcony in front of a giant cannon is not going to be viable. You know what I mean?
I mean, unless you
Oh,
want
it's
meat
where we put the
confetti.
prisoners.
It's where you put the prisoners, Rafna says. Aye.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
It's
Okay.
we call our biological kinetic shielding.
Biological kinetic shielding. You guys got me. Yep, alright.
Well, no, we were going to tell you. We're just throwing forge in that spot.
Ah, I see. Alright, and then this is pretty simple. I'm only going to give it 3 Hydras and call it a day. You will have to use drone terminals for these, though. And then we just pull these around, rotate by 90, and then put them back in the slot. So that gives you anti-infantry coverage, some front-firing cannons, some AA, which, again, at certain angles isn't really going to work, but we can experiment after we make the balcony to see what works in there. So what's the thickest ramp I can do for the... Okay, so that... We're going to practically need all of those pieces. Now, the dismounts were happening on the
User
left
disconnected
side.
from your channel.
So now we just need to build our ramp up. I'm thinking of putting it like back here. And then we just need to align it so it goes up in a position that is viable here.
User joined your
So
channel.
if we back it up to there, and then we just align everything.
They should be set to snap at, I think it's 15 mil.
It snaps?
Yeah, it snaps. It's all snaps.
Oh, thank God. All right, yeah. You said 15?
I think it's 15. I could be wrong. Was it 6?
Send in
Might be
Goat
16.
Team 6.
I'm not sure the exact snap,
now.
but it should snap.
Heyo. What wacky contraptions are you making today?
Let's do it by 0.5 then. It does snap. It's just a bit of a biscuit. Hey, Sparky, we're making... Just use the mission
But
command.
all the buildings in that mod are all made to snap together.
Yeah. I just cannot seem to get it to snap the way I want it to. We're using transitional grid, right? We're not using area.
I think so.
'Cause I don't mind free-handing it too, because I never have any good luck with snapping, to be perfectly honest. Alright, I'm just gonna freeform it.
Yeah, that's fine. I just know it's made to snap.
Alright. Yeah, so I think we're gonna have enough room to properly put this up, but we'll see. But Sparky, thanks very much for the 25-month resub. I hope you keep enjoying the operations. I do hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. Alright, we just gotta maximize the length here. And that gets us right where we want to be. The one issue is that also puts us right on the chassis there. So what I then need is one of these. Okay.
You know what? At least you're not as anal about the lineups as I am, because I swear when I do this, I'm actually getting coordinates and trying to do it by the numbers.
Oh yeah, no, I the issue is if you do it by the numbers, it doesn't, how do I put it? That's only if the reference point is at the exact center of the object. So if you stack two things that are slightly off center, they're not going to work.
Yeah.
That's why I don't do numbers anymore, because it pisses me off when I run into something like that. Speaking of running into something, I might have a slight issue. I will... How long... What's the maximum distance I could put this on? Okay, I actually have some wiggle room here, because at that angle, it's going to be put up way too much. So I need to literally, like, hug the edge there, which is going to be a little clunky, but that's the best I'm going to have, unfortunately. And does that give me just enough room to get by? Yes, it does. All right. So now for the upper balcony, which is an easier stack because we're not doing an XY. What do we need? This is slightly concerning because that's a long piece, but that's the only one that has the breakage. Okay. Now, there's a slight issue here. Does that go through on the other side? Yes, it does. Oh, my goodness gracious, Jolly G. Williker, mister. I think we could still access the vehicle from...
You should be able to. The only problem is you might
Yeah.
fall. When you get out, you'll fall down, but then you just climb back up.
That's going to be the hard part, though, is trying to figure out where it directly dismounts you so we can catch you. In the case of that. So with this, I might have to move the entire thing because I need to see where the reference points are that they do the dismount on. So with that, we can then do that. The one issue we now have is a slight clipping here, but that's going to be okay because it's all going to be attached anyway. And then... I might have to shrink it on both sides, because really this is just going to be making the base area and then guessing and checking to get the reference points right for the vehicles.
It's 0.25 mil for snapping.
That's what I figured.
Yeah.
All right, so let's try that for the structure. Just trying to think to myself how how am I gonna write this? I do have something I need to look at. 1 second. I'm gonna use this as an opportunity to test something. Because someone wrote me a comment saying there is an easier way to do attaching, you just need to do it on a loop.
Is the van your composite way, or does this work with the composites?
It wouldn't work with spawning composites. I'm doing this as a test for, because there's 2 different ways you do it for both methods. This is just, for the test here itself. I just have to make sure that the mausoleum here, whatever, is linked with that on the ground level. Yeah, we're good. So that as the variable name.
It was so anticlimactic when we opened that and the other hangar on Saturday.
Yeah, I didn't have anything there. I'm sorry.
We were all prepping, like firing lines and everything, and bunker and stuff. And we just opened the door, and it's like 1 orc.
Yep.
And he downed like 2 guys, which is the funniest part.
Trying to wrap my head around this script. Because I normally don't do loops. So I think it's up to 20 pieces. Here's the biggest issue I think we might have with it, though, is you might have things shoot through the mausoleum texture. I just realized that might be a thing.
Oh, because it won't be set to
Yeah, because it's going to be attached. Which means this
sound like a vent
this
problem. Not an air
stairwell might
problem.
not actually work.
I think he missed 14.
Did I? Yeah, I did. Yeah, that's perfectly 20 parts. All right. Let's see what happens.
Why didn't you just hit enter, or did you disable that?
No, enter puts me in the splendid camera, and I don't. No. No. Plus, it takes forever longer to load. All right, so it still has physics, which is a good sign.
Those are the works.
So it dismounts you in the front of it, doesn't put you in the texture. That's also a good sign. Everything seems to be attached. Those are all facing forward because the simulation's disabled. Yep, I might have hit everything here. Awesome. Okay, so that's, again, good signs. And if this is working physically, it has room for you to get up here. Now the really difficult part is going to be basically guessing and checking how to get in and out of the these turrets, quote-unquote. So, getting as the gunner. Get in as the turret gunner, because the hull gunner, it's not going to be able to fire. As you see, the round isn't coming out. It's clipping into the mausoleum texture there. But the turret gunner works fine. And then if I get out... Oh...
Chad?
I love it when I nail it on the first freaking try. All right, let's see what we got for the tank. Turret gunner. Okay, so that one you need a balcony. So what I'm gonna have to do is run a balcony over and around. But as long as I parallel it to what's here, then it should be fine.
Yeah,
so
they
that's
actually
great.
Get out of the port hatch there, so that you can use that to line it up.
I could, but that would require them telling them what they're not going to remember. Let's be honest.
Yeah, and it's them phone to
You have a
death.
point.
That's hilarious.
And then you have your... And then I need to put like a Taru module in here where people can sit. That's attached to the Vic as well, so they can just drive in and out. What I could also technically do, if you want this to really be a command vehicle, is I could put triple R in here for Vics, and they could stop, and then a Vic could drive. Let me actually test that real quick.
We'll put a Trojan in there.
Yeah. So, like, theoretically...
Did the Trojan be able to reach the top bit?
No, I just make those infinite ammo. So yeah, theoretically, yeah, this is where our issue. Yeah, this is where our issue goes into play at this point.
Out of curiosity.
Hold on one sec, I cannot hear you. Yeah, so this is all... Vehicles can drive through that, but infantry don't, because how physics work with these things is magical. Now, my follow-up question is, can an infantry guy walk through it? I think you can. No. So infantry physics is fine, but vehicle physics is not. Because that's how this game works when you do attach commands. It's really, really weird. But now what I want to test out is if I put you in there... Oh, please stop moving. Can I... That's a good sign. I'm seeing bullet craters. I don't think I'm actually... So he's like right there.
To be fair, that gun is inaccurate as fuck.
But I'm not seeing any penetration. Otherwise, if this wasn't a physical texture, A, you wouldn't see that, and B, you'd see the rounds immediately fly through. So, for all intensive purposes, it works. It actually would work.
Oh dear.
That's
God,
terrifying. See, and then you could tie a respawn module in this thing. On a Taru vehicle, on a Taru transport pod, and you can use it as a mobile respawn point as well. This could literally be a base.
You're gonna put a little table in there and some chairs and everything.
I could. We could literally make this. It has the room. You could make this into a mobile base, just like it is supposed to be in that HTML.
A mobile strip club.
Blackcraft, thank you. I hope you keep enjoying it, man. Welcome to the R&R department for it, or I guess the triple R department.
Just needs more DACA.
Research and no, it would be research and whatever.
Forge.
What?
There can always be more DACA.
Now I have an idea. So if we got in the gun.
Swanson?
So the sponsons could work if you like angle them. I mean, it's a very limited angle because if you try to fire through this texture, you just heard it. It hit the roof. But what about the hull gunner?
Yeah, I've got the doorway pins. Shoot for the door.
That would be the commander's seat? No.
No, it'd be the front gunner.
Front gunner. Yeah, you also have a front las gun. Or las cannon, excuse me.
Again, does it work with the door shut?
It's not, because the door has physics. So the las gun isn't going to work if you shut the door, but if you open the door to use the Earthshaker cannon, you can also use the las cannon. But regardless of if the doors are on or off, you can always at least use the front turret gunner seat, because this is above the texture.
Would the cannon from the Basilisk door work if the door shuts? Since it's sticking out the door.
Let's find out. If I get to driver and it dismounts me... Yeah, so the driver dismount works fine.
Send in.
I just have to basically build a catwalk that stems from
It's been
here
a
to the
while.
other
Hope
side.
you've been well.
And then the get out points will work. Now, again, getting out will only work if the vehicle is not driving. If they're driving and anyone tries to move around in here, it will throw them out of the Vic, which would be funny. So let's, can I even shut the door? Once it's opened? I'm not even sure if I can shut the damn door.
You should be able to.
But what do I look at to shut it? Down? Oh, you're right, because it opens that way. All right, here, let me... I'm not sure if there's a way for you to then shut this.
You can go into the other side if you have to.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm thinking. That'll have to be what happens then, which is kind of cool in itself.
Well, can you actually look at the barrel and somehow jump into that? That'd be hilarious.
I'm not walking all the way back there. Why am I even walking? I'm God. Why is the barrel a reference point to get in the vehicle?
See, problem solved.
What the fuck?
Problem solved.
It doesn't actually... Oh, yes, it does. Okay. I mean, you're not going to be able to see, but it works.
Well, we hear explosions.
You can...
It's actually explosions.
You don't need to see. You can just coordinate with the Hydra gunner drone terminal. He can spot the rounds for you.
Can you see where you're driving now if the door's shut?
Oh. Oh yeah, no, you can drive with that, of course.
Oh yeah, because you can fast the car.
I mean, you can't see, but you can. Oh, actually, no, you're right. That is going to be an issue. How does it drive if the door's not open? So yeah, no, the door's going to have to be open for it to move, for it to see, but that's not a real issue. And plus, I mean, you got the... Oh, this is the fun one. The quick firing one.
I still don't know why they stuck a heavy bolter on a artillery piece.
Why wouldn't you shove... Well, I mean, like the Sokor and the Scorcher Vix have heavy bolter. The frickin' turret up top for, like, static point defense, so... You know, why wouldn't you?
Why are you spamming the 6 key?
Because that's my push-to-talk key, Goober.
Now, the funny thing is, the Sholef actually has a 40mm and a 7.62.
Yep. No, it has a 12.7.
Or, yeah, 12.7. Which, by the way, Dragon actually one time shot a Sheikah down with a grenade launcher.
Nice. Okay. But actually, I hope you have been well as well.
Like, the last Boy Scout vibes from this catalog.
Yeah, so we put that there. I forgot if you right click it cancels the movement. As I have not yet decided, I still need to look into that.
Send in Goat Team
God damn it.
6 now.
I hate it when I accidentally hit Alt and screw with some bindings for things I don't want to screw with. Now, here's the one issue.
The catwalk's not long enough.
Yeah.
Because you're not using the cross piece. Put the cross piece in, see if that'll add up.
Yeah, I'm just a little worried about its thickness, but
Or is it too thick?
it might be a little too thick for my taste.
That'd be a first.
I knew you were gonna make that joke, you freaking goober.
You probably won't use the short piece if there is not the
Yeah, I
long
am using
one.
a short piece.
the
So we
shortest
have
one.
that, a little bit of clipping, but that's fine for what this is. Now what I need to do is
Yes, welcome to the 41st millennium, where we deal with death, destruction, and OSHA requirements.
OSHA violations. Damn, man.
OSHA would have a fit in the
Yeah, thanks for the
41st
37-month resub. I hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you get a nice kick out of the scenario.
And this time they go from OSHA to oh shit.
millennium. God damn it, mate.
Alright, let's try that. Ah, shit, I only have 3 minutes left before I have to get to dinner, or at least starting to make it.
Welcome to Liru's new building and cooking show.
Building and cooking show. I love it. Yeah.
So when you're getting the onions out, Liru.
Oh god, I'm just trying to imagine Gordon Ramsay's commissar.
I'd rather you didn't.
Yeah, script works. Now I just have to test the reference point up there. I could potentially put a ladder on that thing and have you climb down, but getting on the ladder would also be like an attached reference point, so if you got on it, you would move with the vehicle. Just food for thought.
Oh jeez, new form of personal transport. Just hanging on ladders.
Yep. And then it gets you right off. Okay, that's the perfect thing for me as a Slaneshi to say. But anyway, yeah, no, I mean, it's not pretty looking, but it works.
Yet.
I mean,
It
that
works.
kind of describes my sex life.
Lower the drive car, there's no reason to. It's where it needs to be.
It's just kind of terrifying looking at it. But knowing us, we'll probably break it in about 20 seconds.
Oh, I'm fully expecting someone to flip this thing somehow.
How would you even flip it?
Watch.
Remember, I barrel rolled a frigate yesterday.
Oh, that's interesting. The, wait, it could be airdrops?
Oh no, what?
Oh, God! I see. Oh, God. It's now a submarine. Tactical.
Oh, the door is fucked. That's why the door is literally in the floor, which is why I did that.
Goodbye!
We shall call it the tortoise. Funk.
I must go. My... Hold up. Wait, no, I wanna test that out. All right, hold up. Ready? It is now a rocket with orc technology. Anything is oh, God damn it, I screwed that up. All right, 1 second. Ahem. With orc technology, anything is possible. Oh my God! Wait, it goes in a perfect circle!
Oh, wait, what?
It is now a plane.
Uh-oh.
Now it's doing a...
Liru, why am I getting vibes from the days you used cruise missiles? That's all I hear in my head is just Aladdin music. I can show you the world.
Now I want to make a chaos version of this, and this is a final boss you fight while it's just like steaming around like this. I put a
With the
second
AI
mausoleum below.
function because
Oop.
of how it's moving.
This is. Oh,
This
it
is
finally
new.
landed.
It's new drop pod technology.
I love it. I love it. I want to call it Larry. Go, Larry! Just imagine you're flying in a Valkyrie and all of a sudden this thing comes in with 6 heavy bolters and it just starts like randomly shooting everywhere.
And Kandor somehow still crashes into it.
Alright, I gotta start making dinner, but this is promising. This is very promising. And it makes the whoosh sound because of the drop grab shoot. Oh!
It wiggles too.
It's the quiet whoosh. It's the quiet whoosh of death. Oh my god. Alright, I'll be back in a few hours, guys. I'll see you later.
See you in a bit.
Bye, chat. Bye,
Bye.
stream.